Alright, hello third grade. We are again working with synonyms. Yesterday we just worked with looking for words that were the same. Now we're going to be trying to find sentences that have the same meaning. So just to review on synonyms, it is a word or phrase that means exactly or nearly the same as another word or phrase in the same language. So these are words that we can change in and out of sentences and the sentence won't change. The meaning of the sentence won't change. So let's do some examples together. We're just going to be looking through examples and talking through them. So which sentence has the same meaning? So here we have, I let John borrow my hammer last week and now it's missing. So if it's missing, that means they can't find it, right? So I let John borrow my hammer last week and now it's wrecked. Well, that wouldn't make sense because wrecked means that there's damage to it. It's not that there's damage to it, they just can't find it. I let John borrow my hammer last week and now it's gone. Now that would make sense, right? Because if he can't find it, then it would be gone and that way he can't see it. So gone and missing would be our two synonyms that we can interchange in and out of a sentence without changing the meaning of the sentence. So a caterpillar usually has 6 to 16 tiny legs. So tiny just means they're probably really small. So our synonym words they gave us were small and narrow. So a caterpillar usually has 6 to 16 small legs. Well, that would be the same as tiny because small and tiny both kind of mean just a little small. And then narrow though, narrow more so means skinnier, not really smaller. So it could be narrow but be super tall, but tiny means short. So tiny and small, you could change those in and out of sentences and it would remain the same. So we're going to go with small. And we got it. Alright, let's try this one. Ellie loves to look at the neat things in that shop. So a shop is kind of a place where you go to buy things. So Ellie loves to look at the neat things in that room. Well, in a room, normally that's not where you buy things. It could be a living room or your bathroom. You wouldn't go there and spend money. But Ellie looks at the neat things in that store. A store is a place where you could go in and spend money. So shop and store, we could change those in a sentence and the sentence would still have the same meaning because shop is somewhere you go to spend money and so is a store is somewhere you go to spend money. So those would be synonyms because we can change them in a sentence and the sentence doesn't lose its meaning. Alright, let's do this one together. Did Grayson's loud dog wake you up this morning? So they're saying it woke him up, so it's a loud dog. It's something that he could hear. So did Grayson's little dog wake you up this morning? Loud and little are very different because little is talking about the size. Loud is something you hear. You can't hear little, so that wouldn't make sense. Did Grayson's large dog wake you up this morning? Again, loud and large. Large is talking about size, loud is talking about hearing. So those again, you can't change them in and out. It changes the meaning of the sentence. Did Grayson's noisy dog wake you up this morning? Well, that's something you can hear. Noisy is something we can hear with our ears. So loud and noisy, we can hear them both. So that would make the most sense and they mean the same thing. So we would say, did Grayson's noisy dog wake you up this morning? Alright, and let's do this one more example together. Lester's mom gives him a cent for each weed he picks. Lester's mom gives him a penny for each weed he picks. Lester's mom gives him $1 for each weed he picks. Lester's mom gives him a dime for each weed he picks. So these are all have to do with money. But when we look specifically up here, a cent. A cent means just one coin. It's singular, it just means one. Dime is 10 cents. And $1, that's 100 cents because it's $1 and that's usually, you could do a dollar bill. But a penny, now that is just 1 cent. So what would make the most sense, it gets a little tricky because they're all money, but penny and cent are interchangeable because a penny means one and a cent means one. So we'd go with a penny. So that's it for today for our examples. I want you to take your time, read through each one. Make sure that after you're reading the sentences, be like, does it make sense like the first one, or did the meaning change? If the meaning changed, then they're not using a synonym. But if it has the same meaning, then you're good to go, and then the sentence has the synonym. So take your time and have fun, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye, third grade.